Hello dear students, let's solve this worksheet for the algebra. So as you can see here, the very first question is in the following question, A is equal to 3, B is equal to 5, and C is equal to negative 2, and D is equal to negative 4. We have to work out the value of A plus B negative C. So how can we do this? So let's write this question here. A plus b negative c. So how can we do this? Since the a value is a 3, so we will substitute a is equal to 3. So we are writing a is equal to 3 here. Then plus here the b value in the question is given 5. So we will write b is equal to 5 here. Now the negative sign will copy from the question. C value is given negative 2. So this negative sign we copy from the question and the C value is given negative 2. So we will write here the negative 2. Since the two signs are coming together, that's why we are writing this 2 is in the bracket. So we can separate these two signs. Now, can we write 3 addition 5 and this negative, when the two negatives multiply, they become positive. Negative, negative is positive. 2. Now, what is the 3 plus 5 plus 2? So the 3 plus 5 is 8 and 8 plus 2 is going to be 11. So our answer is 11 for this question. So in this worksheet, our first answer is 11. So we will write here 11. You can see it's so simple. Now let's try to do the next question. For the next question, we have a question here, which is A plus BD. So how can we do this? A plus BD. Now, as you can see, the A value in the question is given 3. So we will write 3. Addition, we will copy from the question. Now the BD. Now what do you mean by the BD in algebra? There is a no sign between the B and D. That means there is a multiplication sign. Always remember when there is a no sign between the two variables, then there is a multiplication sign. That means BD is equal to B multiplied with the D. What is the value of B here? The B value is a 5. Multiply. What is the value of D? The D value is given negative 4. So we will write the negative 4 in the bracket. As spoken before, the multiply and the negative, these are the two signs are coming together. That's why to make it separate, we are writing the 4 into the brackets. Now, how to simplify that? For this, we will write the 3 as it is, addition. Now, what is a 5 multiply with a 4 is going to be 20. 5 times 4 is a 20. But this is 5 multiply with a negative 4. Since it is a negative 4, we will write 5 negative 4 is going to be negative 20. And now after this, 3, this is plus and minus sign coming together. So what is the positive and negative? So the positive and negative is basically a negative and 20. So 3 minus 20 is how much? So when we will subtract 20 and 3, we are going to get a 17. And the big number is here 20, which is carrying the sign minus. So we will write our answer in a minus negative 17. So this is how we can do this question. And for our question number 2, our answer is a negative 17. These are we are doing the algebra with the substitution method. Now let's try to do the question number 3, which is A plus C plus D square. How can we simplify that? So first, our job is to substitute the value for A, C, and D from the question. The A value is given 3, so we are writing 3 here. The C value is given -2, so we are writing -2 here. Addition we are copying from the question. D value is given -4. So we are writing -4 here. You can see the D value is a -4. Since the two signs are coming together, that's why we are writing 4 in the bracket. And then we can write the square here. Now, can we write the 3 as it is, plus sign as it is? Here, this is a -2. Plus minus positive negative is going to be -4 square. Now how can we simplify this? For that we will write 3 plus what is a -2 -4. Since these are the two negatives, negative negative becomes positive, means we have to add them. What is it? 2 plus 4, it's going to be 6, and the big number is a 4 here, which is carrying the sign minus, so it's going to be -6. So -2 -4 is a -6 square. Now this is a 3 plus what is a -6 square? So -6 multiply with the -6 is going to be positive 36. So we can simply write just a 36, and 3 plus 36 is going to be 39. So this is how we can solve this question. So our question number third answer is 39. Now, the next question is question number 4. In question number 4, it is asking what is the value for a plus b. So in the question, a value is given 3 plus b value is given 5. Now what is the 3 plus 5? So the 3 plus 5 is going to be 8. So we can write our answer here 8. So this is how we got all the 4 answers. Now we have to solve the more questions here. So let's solve the question number 2 first. Find the value of 4a plus b when the a is a 5 and b is a 3. So how can you do this question? For that, let's try to remove this one and let's try to solve out this question. So we have to solve the 4a plus b, where a you can substitute 5, all right, and b you can substitute 3. So how can you do this question? For that, we will write the 4. A value is a 5, so we can write as the 4a. 4a means 4 multiply with the a, so 4 multiply with the 5 plus b value is a 3. Now the 4 times 5 is going to be 20 and plus 3, which is going to be 23. So this is how we will reach on our answer for this question is a 23. Now we have to solve the next question, which is 4a minus 3b when a is a 7 and the b is a 2. So how can we do this question? For that, let's try to simplify here. Let's remove this question and let's do this question here. For this, we will write 4a minus 3b, and you have to find it out what will be the value when a is equal to the 7 and the b is equal to 2. So how can you do this question? For this, we will write the question again 4a. What do you mean by the 4a? 4a is a 4 multiply with the a minus 3b is a basically 3 multiply with the b. Now the 4, a value we will substitute from the question is a 7, take away 3, and the b value will substitute from the question is a 2. That's going to be 4 times 7 is a 28, 3 times 2 is a 6, and 28 minus 6 is going to be 22. Since the answer is 22, we can write here 22 in our worksheet. Now the next question. The next question is find the value of 4a square minus 3b. Now it's coming the square. So how can we solve the square question? For that, we will remove this one and let's try to simplify this question. For that, we will write 4a square minus 3b. The values are given a is equal to 3 and the b is equal to 7. So how can we simplify that? So first of all, what do you mean by the a square? The a square meaning is a multiplied by a. That means this is a 4a square. That means 4 multiply, and a square means is a multiply with the a. Minus 3b means 3 multiply with the b. Now, since we understood this algebraic expression, we can substitute the values. Here, the 4 times a. What is the value of a given? It's a 3. And again, a value is a 3 minus 3 times with b value is given 7. Now, what is a 4 times 3 times 3? So first we will multiply 4 with the 3, which is 4 times 3 is a 12. And 12 times 3 is a 36. So we can write here 36 minus 3 times 7. What is the 3 times 7? Is going to be 21. So 36 minus 21 is going to be how much? 15. And that is how we will reach on our answer. So for this question, we got the answer 15. Now we are on the question number 4. In the question number 4, they are asking, find the value of 5a square minus ab when a is equal to negative 3 and the b is equal to negative 2. So how can you do this? For this question, let's remove our first question and let's try to do it here. So they are asking, what is the value of 5a square minus ab when the a value is a negative 3 and the b value is a negative 2. So how can we do this? So what do you mean by the 5a square? 5a square means 5 multiply a multiply a minus ab means a multiply the b. Now 5, a values are given in the question is a negative 3. So we will write negative 3 times with the negative 3 minus a value is again given negative 3 and the b value is given negative 2. Let's simplify them. So 5 multiplied with the 3 is 15 and 15 multiplied 3 is going to be 45. Now you can see this is the two negative signs are here. Here is a negative, here is a negative. Negative, negative becomes positive. So that's going to be positive 45. We don't have to mention the positive sign. Here, the negative and 3 multiplied 2 is going to be 6. Since the negative 3, negative 2, both are negative, it's going to be positive. We don't have to add the addition sign. And since the quotient sign was a negative already here, so we got the 45 minus 6. That's going to be 39. And that's our answer. So let's write our answer here. So we got for this question answer is a 39. Now the next question. Let's do the next question. So the next question they are asking here is, what is the value of 5ab minus bc? So how can we figure it out? So 5ab minus bc, when a is equal to 3, b is equal to negative 2, and c is equal to 4. So we have to find out the value of 5ab minus bc. So 5ab means 5 multiply a multiply b. So that means 5 multiply a is a 3 and the b is a negative 2 minus b is a negative 2 and c is a 4. Now how can we simplify this? So first we can multiply all the numbers. 5 times 3 is a 15. 15 times 2 is going to be 30. So we'll write here 30. Here we can see this is a positive, but this is the negative. Since the positive negative is a negative, so we are going to put here the negative sign. Now, this is the negative, this is the negative. So negative, negative becomes positive, and 2 times 4 is going to be 8. Now, what is a negative 30 plus 8? So negative 30 plus 8 is positive, negative is negative. That means we have to subtract. 30 minus 8 is going to be 22. The big number is here 30, which is carrying the sign minus. So our answer is going to be for this question is a negative 22. So we are going to write it here. Now the two more questions are remaining. Find the value of c plus d when c is a 5, d is a 7. It's so simple question. You just have to substitute c is equal to 5. So 5 plus d is 7, which is going to be 12. So we can directly write here the answer 12. Now the last question here, which is find the value of 3g plus 2h when the g is a 6 and the h is going to be 5. So let's do this question here. For that, we will remove it and let's try to do it here. Our question is, what is the value for the 3g plus 2h when g is equal to 6 and h is equal to 5? 3g. 3g means 3 multiply with the g. So 3 multiply, g values are 6 plus 2h. 2 multiply with h. That means 5. 3 times 6 is going to be 18. 2 times 5 is going to be 10. And that's going to be 28. And that's our answer. So you can see just 10 to 12 minutes, we have completed this worksheet. If you want to do this worksheet or similar kind of worksheet, you can visit our website www.shreersctutors.com and you can download unlimited free maths and English worksheet to practice at home. These worksheets are so nice and very good for the practice. So do visit the website, and if you did not subscribe the channel yet, please subscribe this channel. See you in the next video. Thank you.